Welcome to Gussied Up. I got a little dizzy, y'all. I gotta start again. My bad. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Gussied Up. Today, we are gonna be making a childhood classic, something that I've always loved, oatmeal cream pies. What? And now you're thinking, Damaris, you can buy those at the grocery store for about $1.99. But I don't wanna do that. I wanna make them from scratch because that feels fancy. That feels like gussying it up. We ate a ton of oatmeal cream pies when we were kiddos, and I will still partake in an oatmeal cream pie, but there's something about them that doesn't transport me back the way it used to, right? Until I started making them myself. Why would I do that? Why would I spend time making a treat that you can buy a whole box of for like $2? Because sometimes when we have things from our childhood, they don't taste like we remember. And so I created this recipe so that the oatmeal cream pies I remember from childhood are the oatmeal cream pies I can make for people any day of the week. And you can really make it any day of the week because it starts with a cake mix. So oatmeal cream pies always have cinnamon or allspice or nutmeg in them. And just to save a step of adding all those, I get the spice cake mix. If you don't have a spice cake mix, you can use yellow cake or white cake and just gussy it up with whatever spices you have in your cabinet. Let's get that gussied up counter started, y'all. How many do we think I'm gonna say today? Put it in the comments below. I'm guessing there's gonna be at least 17 gussied ups, but I'm not sure. This is 3/4 of a cup of quick cooking oats. You can use old-fashioned oats if that's all you have to. Give that a little stir all around. It smells good, y'all. Using a cake mix and turning it into cookies means that we need to subtract a lot of the moisture that you typically put into cake mix. So we are gonna add in a 1/2 cup of coconut oil. You could also use melted butter. And then 3 tablespoons of molasses, not blackstrap molasses, just regular molasses. And then 2 eggs. Look at this. It's a thick batter, right? But it's thinner than a traditional cookie batter because you don't want super crispy cookies. You want a cookie that's soft and chewy because that's how an oatmeal cream pie is. It's almost like a cake. So we do need a higher amount of moisture in this batter than you would normally see in a cookie, okay? So now we're gonna scoop these out onto lined cookie sheets, and then we're going to put them in the freezer, and then we're gonna bake them. You have to put them in the freezer, y'all. If you don't, this is gonna spread too far and it's gonna puff up too much, and we're gonna get a cakey cookie versus a chewy cookie. This is a 1.5 ounce portion scoop. You just go flat and level, and then on each sheet, you're gonna be able to cook 6 cookies. Pie cookies. How's gussying up today? We're gussying up, oh yay! I love to get gussied, especially if gussying means that I will make new friends. When you're thinking about an oatmeal cream pie, they have to be twins, they have to match, right? So the portion scoop will help with that. Into the freezer for 15 minutes. Boop! You gotta get it cold. You gotta get it cold. Look, hard. I use convection bake to bake the cookies so I don't have to rotate them halfway through. 350 degrees, 12 to 14 minutes until the insides are still a little bit tender, but the outsides have started to crackle. Look at those pretty little angels. So freaking beautiful. But what if I hadn't put the dough in the freezer? What would they look like? Are you curious? Let's rewind. The editor can do that for me, I think. I know the recipe says freezer for 15 minutes, but who has the time? I'm just gonna bake them straight away. Oh. Look at the difference between those 2 cookies. Now these are gonna taste good, but they're not an oatmeal cream pie, which is chewy and tender and a little bit crispy on the outside. This is like grandma never made because she probably just bought you the box of oatmeal cream pies. But if she did make them, this is what they would be like. Get these out of my kitchen. Perfect. Let's make the filling for our oatmeal cream pies while these cookies cool. They have to be cooled completely. Inside of an oatmeal cream pie has a Swiss or an Italian buttercream, which use whipped egg whites and sugar. Well, I don't want to do that. I don't want to whip eggs. I don't want to cook sugar and then pour it in. I just want to skip that whole thing. So I have just a small jar of marshmallow cream, 7 ounces. Put that entire thing into your mixer that's fitted with your whisk attachment. We're taking something simple and making it feel like it's homemade or feel like it's something special. That's what Gussied Up is all about. To my marshmallow cream, I'm gonna add 1 stick of room temperature butter. Tablespoon of butter at a time, just until it's all incorporated. I'm gonna give it 1 little scrape down the side, just to make sure everything's incorporating, but look at it, right? So we have marshmallow cream and butter right now. So that is gonna be too runny. Back on medium high. And then we put in 1 cup of powdered sugar in a little bit at a time. And we put in 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. It tastes like an Italian buttercream, but with no hassle at all. Look how stiff it is. It's also light and fluffy. How do we get this buttercream into our cookies? That'll do. You take your pastry bag and you fit it into a cup and then fold the sides of the pastry bag over the cup. Now you have 2 hands to work with and you can lift your buttercream out of your mixer and then you just press it into the cup. Push your buttercream down, give it a little twist till it's nice and taut, and then we cut off the tip. Flip your cookies over. You cannot ice these when the cookies are warm, you all. It just is a disaster. So now, we're just gonna start, and you're gonna give it a little bit of room, right? And you just pipe a circle right into the center. Look at the texture of this buttercream. This is where the magic happens. You take the perfect top, and you gently press it. Ready? It's like, okay, and then you give it just a little press. I love it. This is why you don't just buy these bad boys for 50 cents, but you spend a couple hours and more money making them yourself, because when you roll up to the party with these, people are gonna be impressed. So these are my all-time favorite childhood snack. What's your favorite childhood snack? Let me know in the comments below, and while you're at it, if you subscribe and if you give us a like, I'd really appreciate it. You ready to try it? Oh my gosh. What? What's up, oatmeal cream pie? That buttercream is a game changer. It's light, it's fluffy, it's creamy. It's also incredibly easy to make and would go great on a cake, but is perfect inside of these oatmeal cream pies. The outside of the cookie has a nice little crackle, and when you get in there, it's tender and chewy. You're getting a ton of spices from that box cake mix. Plus, there are those chewy little oats inside of there, letting us know that these are also a little bit healthy for us. Are they? You all, these are gonna make you the most popular person on your block. That's how you gussy up oatmeal cream pies. They're the old classic, but just gussy up. Let's gussy it up. Bing! Let's make that wink a little gussied. Okay, come on, y'all can try them now. Get your cookie, y'all.